The deadline is in 18 hours and students are working intensely. It is a little bit like the silence before the storm.
There's this beautiful frenzy to all of it, where it's just like all of these creative minds in one place together. But it can also be incredibly inspiring, and I think that's kind of what we're feeling right now.
There's production on all fronts. Students are building models, their final push for the renderings, a little bit more light, a little bit more sky, a couple of more people. So they're really working on the last finish of their projects, and it's extremely also exciting to see that the work is unfolding very nicely. My name is Asa Khafif. I'm the coordinator of this year's Architecture 7010 studio, the public surplus at NYC.edu, which is the combination of residential housing and public educational institutions.
Students are asked to take a position towards what does it actually mean to tear down a school, build a new development and incorporate the school, and in many ways have to negotiate between the pressures of private capital and the potential that these sites have to offer new forms of public and collective space to the city. Because it actually teaches students that density in different forms produces different types of urbanity and different ways of inhabiting the city, and that these different ways of inhabiting the city then in response create or produce the multiplicity of lifestyles that make up the diversity of the urban environment.
The challenge with this studio has been the sheer scale of it. Learning how to design at this scale, which is over 1 million square feet, has been both the biggest challenge and the most rewarding aspect of this particular studio.
We think laterally in the school between urban design, architecture, and landscape architecture, and this studio is a critical foregrounds that synthesis, and that's, I think, one of the signature elements of UVA as a design school.
We are working on designing a hybrid school and housing.
We're working on operating on an entire Manhattan block. So it's a large undertaking in Chelsea.
This shows how we're thinking about how we can incorporate both an educational facility as well as housing units. So designing to fit into a block that then fits into this larger system is an incredible challenge as well as an incredible opportunity.
This studio is like pretty special to me because this is the first time that we're working like such a large scale, and also this is the first time here that we work in groups as well. So it's really nice that you have a partner so you can do more and build this huge model.
So the big model is a very important aspect of the studio. Really, allow students to understand the architectural resolution, not only in plan and in section and in the drawings and renderings, but also to get into the physicality of the model. And I have to say it's very exciting to see huge models and how they are in the making, and they are popping up everywhere. So we are really looking forward to an exciting final review.
The final review was really a phenomenal moment in this school. I learned a lot from our students in that final review, where the level of discussion was inspiring not only for students, but for everybody involved.